Every small child that has rushed to the Christmas tree to discover that there's gifts under that tree for them is excited because they will look at their parent and declare, "Look what Santa Claus has left because I was a good little boy or a good little girl." The attribute of being a gift giver has been assigned to Santa Claus, but who is the true gift giver? In today's podcast, we will discover the attribute of the gift-giving nature of God.
Santa is a gift giver. He's a gift giver. That Santa gives to good children and leaves lumps of coal for the bad children is inextricably tied to his goodness. Only one who is intrinsically good by character and nature is truly qualified to make judgments about good and bad behavior and render the appropriate rewards and punishments. Now, I'll read that again so you'll understand what I'm saying. The only one who is intrinsically good by character and nature, God, is truly qualified to make judgments about good and bad behavior and qualified to render the appropriate rewards and punishments, respectively. Now, God's the only one who's really qualified to do that. However, Santa does this too. Santa's activity all year long is for him and his elves. And parenthetical thought here. Ponder that Santa has elves and God has angels. Just another parallel, just something else to kind of stick in your hat. God has angels, Santa has elves. So parallels here. All right, so Santa's activity all year long and the activity of his elves is to create toys for worldwide distribution. He is a gift giver, and he gives with no expectation of anything in return. Right? You thought about that? Santa brings all these presents. Nobody pays him. You know what? I can remember when I was a kid, when I still believed in Santa. I asked my mom. I was getting to that age, and like something here not passing the smell test. You know, I was starting to figure out something here about Santa just not adding up. And I asked my mom. I said, "Mom, do you have to pay Santa?" And she said, "Yeah, we sure do." But of course, I mean that's not really in agreement with the common notion of Santa Claus. You never see a portrayal of Santa getting paid. You know, you never see mom and dad writing him a check or calling the North Pole and giving them their credit card information or anything. Santa just makes all these gifts. Him and his elves makes all these gifts, and he brings them around to every home on the planet, deposits these gifts, never is paid, except for maybe some milk and cookies that the kids leave out, but never gets paid, and he goes home. So in this aspect too, Santa looks just like God. God is the only true gift giver because only he gives with truly pure motives. And for Santa to deliver gifts all around the world, not get paid, that would be pure motives. Only God gives with pure motives, dear ones. God gives light, Genesis chapter 1. He gives man the fruit of his labor in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 13. God gives individual personal abilities, 1 Corinthians chapter 7. God gives love, 2 Timothy chapter 1, 6 through 7. God gives gifts. He gives spiritual gifts. 1 Corinthians 12, 1 Corinthians 14, Romans chapter 11. God gives spiritual gifts. God gives faith and repentance. Faith and repentance are in and of themselves gifts of God. God gives, he grants them. Hebrews chapter 12, Acts chapter 5, Acts chapter 11, 2 Timothy chapter 2. He gives faith and repentance for the gift of salvation. And salvation in and of itself is a gift, Ephesians chapter 2. In the gift of his Son, Jesus Christ, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. So you see, the fact that Santa is a gift giver, and so is God, that's a problem. That is a problem. God is not only the ultimate gift giver, but also the only true gift giver. For every good thing and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, per James chapter 1, verse 17. Okay? God is the only true gift giver. He is the ultimate gift giver. And the fact that Santa does the same things that God does, that is a problem.